What's up guys, my name is Jake and today I'm going to be showing you how to test an FX6 filter so you can find out whether to buy a new pump, a new impeller shaft, or a new filtration system altogether. So let's get right into it. So today I was doing routine maintenance on this tank and I all of a sudden realized that I have pretty much no movement in the water. So I started thinking maybe my pump's unplugged, maybe something's being funny, maybe a tube is clogged. So I unplugged it, plugged it back in, it worked for like 5 seconds, stopped working again. So I started doing some research online and nobody has a video on how to test the motor. All they know how to do is replace the impeller shaft and send you on your way. So that's why I wanted to break down a video and show you guys exactly what you need to do to test each part of your FX6 filter, because they are spendy and it's definitely easier to get a new motor or a new impeller shaft over buying a whole new system. So first things first, you're going to need a screwdriver. Doesn't need to be a fancy one, of course. You're going to want to drain the FX6, so make sure that you open this valve and drain it all out before you start. Because this filter's already been down for about a week now, I already have it empty. So next, what you're going to want to do is there's 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to want to take all 4 of those screws out. So once you get the screws out, you can just take this right off. Now this is the old motor, this is our new one. Something you're going to want to do is clean the inside of this port really well. The dirtier it is, the worse the magnetics work. So the way that I tested the old motor versus the new motor to find out if it was the motor or the impeller itself was, so this is how it started off. I had very little pressure in this pump and I filled up the sink with water just to try it out and see exactly what was going on. So if you notice, when you drop it in the water and plug it in, I have pretty much nothing. But when you pull it out, as you can see, it's trying to go. So then I was told, try a different impeller shaft. And to replace an impeller shaft, you just pull this piece out, and it's got this magnet inside. As you can see, I already cleaned it up a little bit, but so this one is our old input shaft that we assume may or may not work. We'll take the new impeller shaft out of the brand new motor and we'll set it in here, and that's how you install the new impeller shaft. So with the new impeller shaft, I did the same test. I put it in the water and plugged it in. As you can see, it's still not able to turn. And as soon as it gets in the water, there's too much resistance, so it doesn't even try. So now, let's take the old impeller shaft that most people say go bad. Let's put that in the new motor. Alright, let's stick it in the water. So you can see there, because I had enough pressure to turn the pump, this old impeller shaft is actually still in good shape. So in this case, I'm going to use the old impeller shaft. I'm going to keep the new one just on the side for extras. And that is how I tested to see if it was the motor itself or the impeller shaft. Make sure that you take the O-ring off of the old motor. This little O-ring sits right here. If you don't put this on, it will definitely be weaker. And then, what I like to do is take a little bit of this Super Lube O-ring silicone lubricant for aquariums. And just take a little bit. Squish a good little amount right there on your fingers. Now with the gasket all looped up, just install it. The other thing you want to make sure of is that the O-ring is on the outside line of these little stoppers. If you go over that, the motor won't fit into place. So now with everything installed, make sure that this service area is clean and slide the pump in. Now I'm not going to take the screws all the way tight right away because this has an O-ring, you're going to want to take this in square. That way the O-ring doesn't fold or rip and cause a leak down the road. So once it's lightly secured onto the tank, just push it in the rest of the way so it's nice and tight. Should go in pretty smooth. Just go around and tighten up the screws. I like to do my tops first, and then I move to my bottom. And for extra measures, I just like to go one more time. So now with the motor installed, we're going to want to prime the filter. So once the filter is primed, then you're going to want to take it over to your fish tank and reinstall it. Alright, so now that we tested the motor and the impeller shaft and we figured out that the motor was the problem, I went ahead and ordered a new motor online. I just went to Amazon. Honestly, it was easy. It got shipped right to my door. And the pump so far I believe will work. So let's plug it in and find out. So now my pump is plugged back in, and as you can see I have filtration back in my tank, and that is how you test your FX6 pump. And I'll be doing more how-to videos like this as things kind of arise, so watch for my videos and I'll probably have something else that you own as well, and I'll teach you how to fix it. Until next time, like and subscribe, and peace out.